Welcome back, everybody. We are here with the BIB Lifestyle, Be Your Best Body, where we eat for health. I'm Jamie Graff.
And I'm David Daniels.
And this is David Daniels' second week of living the full meal BIB Lifestyle Challenge. So we are starting this Monday off. We've got his food prepared for the next 3 days on the fruit bowls and the salads. We put together all the root powders, the seed packs, and the beet juices because they can last throughout the week. Of course, the dried powders, no problem. These actually have a good shelf life. They can go up to 2+ years. Seeds as well, a good 18 months. The beet juice, it has a good shelf life of about maybe 8 to 10 days, as long as it's stored properly, right when you make it fresh and you seal it off and you keep it in a good temperature. It'll stay fresh and nutritious for at least a good 8 days. The fruit bowls and salads, we only want to prepare for the day of and no more than 2 days beyond, because then things begin to wilt and soften, and then from visual appearances, we don't want to eat them. In this week's salad, we have some, what do we have? Some pinto bean in there. And then I used some red winter wheat for our grain. Have you ever had some red winter wheat?
I don't think so.
It's a very high protein grain.
High fiber.
High fiber, high protein, great minerals. In our leafy greens, I've got a root chopped up in there as well. And I forget what exactly that root is, but we'll get back to you on that. We've got some kale, some spinach, some dandelion, some Swiss chard, and some arugula for our leafy greens. And then our fruit bowls consist of some, they all have mango, papaya. There's some Santa Claus melon in there. 2 of them have some apple. 1 has some blueberries. And then he's going to throw some bananas in there as well. And that's what David Daniels is going to be eating for this week. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Excellent, excellent. So these are a little bit of a larger portion on the grains and the beans.
Larger than last week.
Larger than last week, exactly, because what we're doing here with David is we're trying to help him gain some weight. So David, go ahead and tell us, speak to your audience out there. It's been week number 1. You've had a full 5 days of eating. You've had a good 3 days of exercise that we're doing every other day to kind of help David bulk up a little bit. He's getting a lot of rest. How has it been for you so far?
The workouts were intense. It was a lot. It was like a nice, concentrated, intense workout.
Yes.
Focused. And I'm seeing my energy level get better throughout that. And I'm excited to see what the next week brings.
How is your body? Are you feeling a little more in line with yourself, in tune with yourself after 1 week? Is it something that you're noticing, or is it just still a bit subtle? And
there's some subtle adjustments.
Subtle adjustments.
Yeah.
Nice. What's your body telling you with the food? Have you noticed any? Are you feeling what you're eating? You've had a couple days of cheat meals. Are you noticing the effects of what you may have decided to eat compared to after eating these 5 days in a row, eating this?
Well, I will say I was surprised. I wasn't hungry after eating any of the meals on any of the days, but I would have certain cravings for certain things just because they feel good or taste good, not because I was hungry. If I wanted a slice of pizza, it wasn't because the salads and the fruit weren't satisfying. It was just because I wanted some warm cheese or something. So that it's interesting. This is plenty of food to keep someone satisfied. The craving is just a different other thing.
Yes.
It's not about how much you really need to eat. It's about feeling the food.
Yes. What do we call that? Like mood eating or
eating your emotions.
Eating your emotions. Yes.
Well, I'm a pretty happy guy, but I wasn't sad or melancholy or anything. It was just like, a warm slice of pizza would be good. But this is a very satisfying way to eat, and I felt like my energy level was good on my quote unquote cheat days. I think I was pretty smart about it. Like I had some chicken soup and some things that weren't like real dirty, but like some clean protein in there. I had some salmon, some fish. But I did go have a burger, and I kind of felt like, whoa, something just got in my body.
So you noticed that.
Yeah, you kind of like when you have those dirtier moments, it does kind of feel like.
Absolutely. And those are allowed. You can't really cut that stuff out of your life, because then you're just
then you really go off the wagon.
You really go off the wagon, exactly. You want to just give this up completely. That's why I say it's an 85-15. You follow it Monday through Friday. You're basically reprogramming your body. The most advanced computer system in the world is the human body. And then once we eat these things at the same time throughout the day, the body recognizes it. So then when you do go off and splurge on that box of cereal or those honey buns or that pizza or whatever it is, those hamburgers and French fries, make it 3 double doubles and what do they call the monster fries with all the chili and the cheese and the animal style, that stuff right there. The body just kind of rejects it and just shoots it on out.
So I think the other thing was it took a minute for my stomach to get used to digesting this as well.
Yes.
It took a moment, but we're there.
Yes, yes, and that has happened with other people as well. That's relatively quick.
I'd say 2-3 days.
2 or 3 days.
Yeah, and nothing terrible. Just a little bit of a little adjustment.
Yeah, so you will have some different bowel movements is what he's pertaining to. We can just put it out there. 2 contestants ago, he had dealt with the same thing. His had lasted a little bit longer, but it just really, I think, you've already had a quote unquote healthy eating style. This other gentleman, he wasn't as healthy, so we just brought the health right to him. So it has a different effect on everybody, but it will balance out. And
so it feels good now.
Toughen you up.
We're good.
Excellent. Is there anything else that you could share that you maybe didn't speak about that you want to tell all your friends, your family, and your audience out there that are watching?
I don't know. When I worked out before, I would feel very, very sore following up, and I feel like my recovery time's been a lot swifter.
Yeah.
I feel like, I've had moments of like, oh yeah, we definitely worked out yesterday, but it's not like I can't walk.
You're not feeling that T-Rex or that sore lower back, and I really pushed David pretty hard on some of the routines that we're doing, because that's what you have to do to gain.
Right, but recovery was a lot swifter than I was expecting.
And that's because we're getting these nutrients that are feeding those cells, that are healing the body up quickly, and they're real nutrients. They're not from genetically modified powders or pills or substitute drinks like that. Yeah, this is where it's at. Well, David, I want to thank you for being with us here on week number 2. We've got a total of 8 weeks to put you through this, and I'm hoping for some big, it's not going to be that big of a change, but you will have some growth.
Great.
Because it's only 8 weeks.
Well, let's get to working out.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to do right after this. We're going to head outside. We're going to put him through the ringer. And we're doing a bulking session in the backyard, so you guys can also check those out. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button. Thanks for following my channel, keeping up with each and every post, sharing it with all your friends and family. Here at the BYBB Lifestyle, we want to tell everybody out there, be your best body.